Big trouble could be on the way for a city employee suspected of milking the system while working at the Albuquerque Sunport.
A recent investigation found that she may have taken the city for thousands of dollars by claiming that she was at work when she was not. Investigators are also asking why her bosses didn't catch what was going on. News 13's Tim Maestas is on special assignment.
Your attention, please.
Comings and goings, arrivals and departures. At the Sunport, being on time is key, not just for travelers.
There were some concerns that rose to the surface.
Assistant City Attorney Peter Parati says time may have been an issue for an administrative assistant working at the airport. The city worker was the focus of a recent investigation of possible time card fraud.
I think the end result of the investigation was that there may have been some abuses.
According to the investigative report, aviation employees would make bets about whether the employee in question would even show up for work. Among the problems uncovered by city investigators, out of 217 days the employee was scheduled to work her full-time job, there were concerns about 177 of those days. 326 hours were found where the employee possibly falsified her timesheet.
We got an anonymous tip from someone at aviation, an employee.
The investigation covered a year's worth of scheduled work from August of 2007 to September of 2008. Evidence collected includes timesheets, swipes of the administrative assistant's employee badge at the office and the employee parking lot, and records of training sessions and work outside the airport office.
There appeared to be a lot of times when the employee got paid and the hours were recorded as payable time, but it didn't match up with when they were coming in and out of the parking lot and when they were coming in and out of the administrative area. It's on page 5.
The report estimates the city may have lost more than $5,000.
It could have been bigger, could have been greater.
According to the city's internal auditor, the findings also revealed fundamental problems with how payroll is handled at the airport.
But supervisors who sign off on timesheets should be well versed on the rules and the law, correct?
Yes, that's true. As a result of the investigation, there were some rule changes that were put into effect. Overall, the items that were addressed in the investigation were tightened up in the Aviation Department.
It's hard to say what will become of the investigation or the administrative assistant at the center of the investigation. Turns out she no longer works for the Aviation Department.
You're not naming this employee, are you?
No.
City officials will not confirm her name because they say it's a personnel matter.
We did recommend discipline at the very least.
The recommended discipline's obviously on hold, but the results of the investigation have been turned over to the DA's office.
It looks like there may be some issues here that could be criminal.
Since the employee hasn't been back, final disciplinary action has not been taken.
Might the disciplinary action include going after this person for repayment?
That's a difficult question to answer.
Peter Parati says much of what the airport does from this point depends on what the DA's office decides. Tim Maestas, KRQE News 13.
Copies of the investigative report were also forwarded to the mayor's office and, of course, to the Aviation Department.